Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying mini podcast in sports entertainment. Because we do our regular, normal podcasts on Thursday, but we like to give you a little mini show during the week. Welcome to Under the Ring Podcast presents the Raw Deal. It's me, your boy Ken Drade, the cleaner, here with the man behind the boards. I'm still not calling you king because your ass lost the belt. So
it says former. It says former. You know, former's cool. It's kind of being a former president. They still call you Mr. President. I mean, shit.
Well, I'm a former champ, so I get to put that in my bio too.
I never said you couldn't.
Oh, okay.
That's just I didn't stop you.
We know we late. Look at the second word you put. That's why we late.
What's going on, Ken? How you doing today, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Ready to talk a little bit of wrestling. Thankfully, nothing too crazy happened over the weekend. So should be a fairly, good show.
The craziest thing I think happened was a leak of the 2K24 numbers, stats or whatever. Which honestly, I don't really give a shit about because they don't matter.
But was it really a leak considering the fact that they put them up during the middle of SmackDown? Yes, Maddie.
I don't.
We do have picks this week.
Yeah, we're picking two shows this week, so be ready. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's TNA and WWE. So catch up how you can. If you're just catching us right now, we tend to do predictions for pay-per-views for WWE, AEW, and TNA. Sometimes other promotions, but mainly those three. There are two shows this week. I think it's No Surrender for TNA on Friday.
What's good, big bro?
And then we got the Chamber on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So
we got quite a bit of, and somebody's definitely walking out a new champ because the Chamber always, anytime we predict the Chamber, that's always the time we get a new champ because we have no clue who the hell is winning that one.
And I'm gonna make up all kinds of bullshit for the tiebreaker. So we're gonna be tying this time. Not this time.
Boy, here we go. Watch Mongo. Watch one of the questions be: who climbs on top of the cage, does a triple backflip, and lands on so and so?
To be fair,
that be a question.
If that's a question, I think we're all going to have the same answer.
Montez ain't in it this year.
Damn it! Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Who has a higher rating than The Miz?
Who does?
Logan Paul. Since you brought that up on SmackDown, like I said, they were showing the ratings during these guys' matches. Logan Paul is a 90. Miz is a 81.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That because of what they've been doing with Logan and how big they want to make him feel, and that the Miz is kind of on like the tail end of his career, I kind of assumed they'd be doing that. Miz has never been above like an 87, I don't think, even when he was champion. So
I don't think
Miz stays disrespected.
I don't think it's right that Logan Paul has a higher rating than a lot of the roster. Granted, I'm not going to sit here and deny the fact that the matches that he has put on have been really fucking good. Like, I can't sit here and lie anything about that. The fact that he's actually taking a knack to being a professional wrestler, I can't deny that. But I don't think he deserves to be a 90.
What's going on, Matt?
What's going on? Yep, Cookies. 2 shows. You need to catch up on TNA. Bro, I gotta go try to find 3 months worth of goddamn shows somewhere since Verizon decided to get rid of access. So I'm fucked. So I know I ain't winning nothing Friday. Saturday is the day I hope to reign supreme.
Man. It's harder and harder to find access.
Saturday is also gonna fuck us over because Elimination Chamber starts at 5 a.m. We'll be asleep. When we wake up, somebody might be champion.
Wait, that's right. It starts at 5 a.m. Well,
Yeah,
lucky for me,
we're gonna be turning in any last second changes on Friday during No Surrender.
Right.
lucky for me, my ass has been dealing with fucking insomnia, so I'll be up.
All right, well, there you go. There you go. But yeah, Logan Paul 90. I hate Logan Paul. I hate the Paul brothers. I hate them both. With a passion. Honestly, that hate is in my soul. But I get it. I saw people today were upset, like furious, and it wasn't about those. It was about like Johnny Gargano being a 74, and apparently last year he was 84. So it's a whole 10-point drop. I mean, he didn't do much last year. I don't know what to I don't know what to tell y'all. Like he not what did Gargano do in 2023 to warrant staying at 84, right, let alone trying to get higher? Like it. But really, the reason that they do that stuff, I think partly is to piss people off, because a lot of companies, gaming companies especially, like to just piss fans off, right, and get word of mouth going.
I mean, if the whole idea of this is to, like you said, piss fans off and get fans to start getting behind certain guys so that way they get more airtime and more screen time, then I understand the ploy, and it's a good ploy, because there are a lot of fans, like you said, Johnny Gargano being a 74, who are going to be pissed, and they're going to make some noise, so which means we'll get more Johnny Gargano on our television. So yeah. I'm not mad at that at all. You know what I mean? No. I just think that's, like I said, certain wrestlers I don't think should have certain. I don't think, just plain and simple, I don't think Logan Paul should be higher than a lot of wrestlers. But if we're going just based off of what happened in 2023, then I can see him having a high rating. I can see him having a high rating.
Right.
I think what's going to piss people off, you included, and probably a lot of other people, is when we see who else Logan Paul is higher than.
Yeah.
There's a chance we can see Logan Paul being higher than a lot of people that it's going to make people upset.
To be honest with you, I don't
freeze.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it's people that I've seen every week on my television put in work, he better not be higher than them. Like you said, Damian Priest, he better not be higher than. He shouldn't be higher than. Even though he's not a champion, he still put in work every week on my television. He shouldn't be higher than Bronson Reed. He shouldn't be higher than Ivar, since Ivar's been doing his thing since it's been hurt.
Like, he's gonna be higher than Ivar. I'm looking at the ratings now. He's already higher than Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is 86.
Kevin Owens spent more than half of 2023 a tag champ.
Yeah.
Oh, and the thing about it is he got these high fucking things just because of one spot. That spot with Ricochet.
What I'm waiting for is when he's higher than Gunther, or he's tied with Gunther. That's what I'm waiting to see.
If that shit happens, well, first of all, there was no way I was buying a video game anyway, because I don't believe in buying a game than having to spend more money to play the fucking game because of the shit that you need to work with the game. I don't believe in that. So I wasn't buying the shit anyway.
Bro, I was trying to explain that to my nephews this weekend. I was like, y'all don't understand how bad they screwed y'all over when it comes to games.
Right.
Now. Like, it's not fair. It really isn't. They force y'all to pay. Now average price of games is $70, not $60. And then you still don't have everything in the game.
Right. Then you got to buy a pack that's worth like $200 for you to get just about 80% of the stuff. Then another pack that's worth another 100 and something to get the rest of the stuff. So what's a $70 game has now cost you damn near $300, almost $400. The same
I'm
price.
not disrespecting Gunther cookies. I'm just saying, like, I can see them doing this because it's going to aggravate people. And there's a way in 2K you can like edit the stats yourself to what you think they should be. So I don't think it's
Probably got
a
to
huge
probably got to
deal.
pay for that.
That you might.
Probably got to pay for that.
But now they have like season passes, so like you get 4 new characters per pass, and that's $15-$20. And then a lot of games like, all right, if you're gonna do season passes, you're gonna have like a season a year. Well, since these games are yearly, they don't do that. They still make you do a season, and they still will do like 3 seasons worth of content in 1 year. You're gonna pay for 12 characters, and like that's about it. And you're gonna end up paying over $60. So you're gonna end up paying double what you paid originally. It's a lot of video game industry sucks. It's bullshit. It is.
Remember back in the day, if you
Michael's-
wanted the extra characters, all you had to do was beat the boss,
Yeah.
and the boss
Like,
that unlocked everything, and then you can play with everything.
You beat the boss with this character, you get this one. If you beat them with all the characters, you get the super secret whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
or there was that one geek friend that had the notebook full of all the codes for every game that you wanted, and you just asked to borrow his book
Yeah,
to copy them.
that was all of our introductions to the internet, finding cheat codes. We all went to the cheat code website. But now everything
it was like Cheat CC or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we all went to
now
that shit.
everything is behind micro transactions. That has literally that is the downfall. 2K introduced it, and it has went to every other game, and it sucks.
Yeah, it's we got trash talk already. It's not even Thursday, folks. Let's calm down, relax.
Right. Calm
you got
down,
few
yo.
days. You got time.
Hey.
Shit, we
Right,
still got to see
Mongo's
who
will be back
the
here.
final participant of the women's chamber is tonight. But before we get into that, last week we talked about TNA and how the roster sent a letter to Anthem trying to get Scott Moore back in the company. And today we have an update regarding one of those talents who may be leaving soon, being former TNA World Champion Steve Macklin.
Here's the thing, and as much as we love Steve Macklin and TNA, Steve, you're only gonna work. Honestly, that persona that you have developed now, and the person that you developed to be right now, is only going to work in TNA or New Japan. Unfortunately, I don't see AEW picking you up. I don't see WWE going, "Oh, we missed out on you." I don't see that happening. I do see you making a splash. I do see you making a big name for yourself over in Japan. Huge name. Huge name. Possibly even taking over a fraction like Bullet Club. I can definitely see you doing that. But as far as you going back to WWE, I don't see that happening. AEW, I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I love you, Macklin. I love you, my guy. You've come a long way. But I don't see you having the ready to drop yourself on your neck attitude that AEW roster has.
Yeah. Damn, y'all are just. I mean, it's Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah. Y'all need to fucking take a cold shower. Macklin.
They argue like Roger and Stan did in that episode when Haley was like, "They just need to fucking get it over with." That's the way these two argue.
They absolutely do. Do you think Mac wants to go to AEW to be with his wife? Yeah, probably, possibly. The thing is, so I want to get into this before we talk about that. There's another rumor going around, and I don't think there's anything really to this, but Josh Alexander shared this tweet of like an hourglass ticking down. And people assume that that's him saying that time's running out on his deal. I don't know if that's true. I know he signed a multi-year deal back in March of 2022, so that would be 2 years in March. So that's a possibility. That would be a bigger loss. Absolutely, that would be a much more interesting loss. But right now, we don't know. We don't know.
I think that hourglass has everything to do with the pay-per-view coming up this Friday.
Yeah, Yeah, and another reason I think that's the case is because other TNA people have shared an hourglass as well. So pretty sure that's nothing. As far as Macklin goes, yeah, he probably was going to try to go to AEW. The issue with going to AEW is we have seen like a lot of talent that like we really like and that we think could do some great things go there and get put in like a pointless group that does nothing.
Page.
Ethan Page, Jay Lethal, a lot of like great talent, just do nothing.
He wouldn't fit. Like I said, he wouldn't fit in AEW. Honestly, there is no spot for a sports entertainer heel in AEW.
I can see him doing well in NXT, but I cannot see him being like a main world champion on Raw or SmackDown.
Right.
But I can definitely see him going to NXT and like having like a Dijak run.
Okay.
Even though Dijak also deserves better, but like I don't know. He might stay, he might go. But I will say I think his stock has definitely risen a lot since leaving the WWE.
It really has. Like we say it all the time. Thanks to Scotty D and TNA, we actually give a shit about Macklin because we damn sure did not give a shit about him when he was in NXT the first time around.
Put it like this: Stevie Mac go to NXT. He gonna be the replacement for Braun. He just gonna go in there and kick some ass.
Joining us, folks, is the actual champ, Mr. Tito J. Bronson. Welcome, Tito. Fuck you, Tito, for being a champ. Yeah. But that is a possibility.
Tito showing up was so aggravating that Matt left. That's how pissed off he got. Like, yeah, this son of a bitch stole my belt and just jumped.
He went to go get another drink.
I don't know if he can be the bull. I think he can be the bulldog like a Jamie Noble or something. Yeah, but Jamie Noble didn't like outside of the Cruiserweight Championship. Jamie Noble didn't do anything. Like,
yeah, he really didn't. He really did.
Like I like Noble. It's just that like I don't.
He was ass.
You're essentially saying that Steve Macklin can be a really good jobber
or a sidekick
on the main roster. Yeah, and it is like I respect Steve Macklin a lot at this point where I don't want that to happen. I would love to see him either stay in TNA and just he needs like a real run with the belt. We said it last year when he lost it. Like, why the hell did his run with the title last like 30 days? What the hell was that about? And last year he had some of the best matches in TNA. So
that's why I said I think he can go to New Japan and really wreak havoc over there.
Yeah, because over in New Japan they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about size in New Japan. They really don't.
He could join. He could join the Mighty Don't Kneel, or he could link up with the War Dogs.
Ooh. I like the idea of the Mighty Don't Kneel with him. That's actually not a bad idea. But yeah, so for right now, he's got until May. I believe May is when his deal expires, and we are not sure if he's going to re-sign. That was through Fightful Select, which also revealed as far as another contract. Drew McIntyre's deal is now extended through WrestleMania. Whereas last year it was revealed that his contract ended before this year's WrestleMania. It is now extended through it because of injury time and a few other things that WWE does to like extend shit, you know. Right now there is no new deal that's been signed, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And we could be wrong. We could be wrong in like he could like go to one of those companies and shine. It's just that we have seen people we like as much as we like Macklin go to AEW and just get lost in the shuffle immediately, or you know WWE, same thing. I don't know. I would hope wherever he goes, he does well. But yeah, Andrade, like Andrade, good lord, how do you like miss the boat on Andrade in two different companies?
Yeah, like Andrade, shit, fucking Malachi Black,
Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, like
the whole house of Black.
They've held trios go, but like I don't think Aleister Black has had a singles match.
He didn't have one all 2023.
Yeah, since
I
2022.
think wasn't like his last singles match.
It was either that or he had like some kind of squash, but like I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was probably Cody. Which that's a long time ago. Yeah, Kiera Hogan. Good Lord. I mean, that's a talent that like we were expecting to be a future Knockouts World Champion. And she leaves and just gets nothing.
Let's be real. Deonna Purrazzo may be in the title match, but she's kind of lost in the shuffle right now, even being in the title match.
Well, she is till she loses.
Yeah, I'm worried about Deonna. I am, and it's they're getting better with the women's division. They're actually having more than like 2 matches a week. But it's been rough for so many years now over there in AEW women wise that I am very nervous that in like 3 months time Deanna's going to be off AEW and maybe she'll be in ROH or something. Like
you took the words right out of my mouth because I definitely thought that like she's about to pull a Taya. That's what she's about to pull. Taya was like big just for her versus Jade, and then bloop, she was gone, and then she was in ROH.
It wouldn't be bad.
Thing.
It wouldn't be bad if they did put her in ROH with what you call it, Athena and everything right now, but they just don't show ROH. That's the fucking problem.
They want us to pay for ROH, and ain't nobody trying to pay for that.
And honestly, like ROH, aside from like a few things, it's essentially just like their new version of AEW Dark. And if I wasn't paying for AEW Dark, I'm not paying for Dark 2.0.
Right. Well, the tape library. Oh well, I just don't need to see those matches. I can go on YouTube.
Yeah, it's I don't know. You hope for the best, but like you see so many missed opportunities and so many points where you're like, what the fuck is happening with these people that you made to be such a big deal that are just nowhere to be found? Oh, they're on Ring of Honor, and no one really talks about that on your main product. And I just like, how are you supposed to know?
Isn't Thunder Rosa back?
At the end of the day, you got to realize something. AEW made Jonathan Gresham pretty much retire. The fact that they took that belt off that man the first time that they had him defended.
And then he left in a hissy fit.
Made him lose it immediately, and then he's been, and then to be fair, in TNA he hasn't done much else either. They teased a heel turn that never happened, and that's
it's Jordan's husband.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Unfortunately, he came into his wife's world when he stepped into TNA. Like, bro, she's the big shot here, not you. Like, we're focused on your wife because your wife is doing things. She's beating up every woman and every guy we put in front of her.
Right.
So, don't know what to tell you, Mr. Muscle Cramp. That's pretty much what TNA hit him with. They're like, yeah, we already got a Gresham in here doing the thing. I don't know what to do with you.
Unless it's been on a show that we've missed recently, his last match with excuse me, with TNA was back when they're still Impact in October. He faced Alex Shelley for the world title in a TV taping, and ever since then he's just been MIA.
At home.
Damn.
Well, doesn't he run his own show too?
Yeah, he does something on the indies. So I'm sure he's doing that, but
Is it Revolver or one of them shits?
No, Revolver is Sammy's, Sammy Callahan's promotion, which they work with. So anyway, let's get into Raw tonight. Of course, there's some pretty big matches up for tonight, including the last spot in the women's elimination chamber match. Because we all said, when they started doing these qualifiers, right, somewhere along the line they're going to do the last chance whatever if it's a battle royal or like a 5-way or whatever, we were going to see that.
Right.
Does Shayna get in, or do they give it to Zelina?
Let's see. So right now, the match is Shayna,
Meechin, Alba Fire,
Alba Fire, yeah, Zelina Vega, and then Zoe Stark.
Chelsea.
Who is in it right now? Who's in the match right now?
You got
all those
Bianca.
people y'all named and Chelsea Green.
You talking about in the actual chamber match?
Yeah, let's see. We have Becky, Bianca, Liv, Stratton, and Naomi.
If it's the
So you need another heel in here.
It could be Zoe, or you could go for the feel good story, or it could be Shayna turning on Zoe.
I think it.
Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Naomi.
Yeah. I think if I were booking that, I would do Shayna. I would just have Shayna go in there, talk about how the last time she was in a chamber, she dominated and beat everybody's ass. And then you have, I don't know, whoever beats her in the chamber, you get this big win because you beat the woman that's, the most dominant woman in the chamber.
Becky.
Which would be Becky, yeah. But I don't know, just because I don't think it's gonna be Mia Yim.
No, I don't got her winning.
Chelsea, is Chelsea in it?
Yeah, Chelsea got added.
No, don't even
I was about to say, I think she's trying to get added to it because of the whole little Twitter thing.
I hope not. I hope it's not Chelsea. I
think she's
I don't want to see someone get in this match just to be
a comic relief.
Yeah, I want to see people in here that are gonna go, and
this is as far as she's going. Great. Her being added to this battle royal is for shits and giggles.
I definitely think it's gonna be either Shayna or Zoe.
Right.
No fucking way it's Alba Fire.
Nah, elbow skin, absolutely not.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Gresham is the podcast Achilles heel predictions. We always want to pick him, but we know he's gonna lose. That or Alex Shelley. It's always one of those where if we pick Shelley, he loses. If we don't, he wins. Yeah,
that's me with Alex Shelley.
That's me with fucking Eddie Edwards.
Matt has cursed Alex Shelley's name a lot over the past year.
That's definitely me with Eddie Edwards because I hate him because he's from fucking Boston. But every time I don't pick him, he fucking wins.
So we're all going Shayna or Zelina on this one.
Yes, sir.
Shayna or Zoe.
I'm thinking Zelina, man. I'm really thinking Zelina. I don't know.
One of those
it's Shayna. Yeah, it's Shayna, Zelina, or Zoe. Like it's one of those.
My only problem with Zelina is they only have one heel in this match right now.
Right.
They only have one. So if Zelina wins, then the big heel of the match is Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a heel. A heel has to win this. And I pray to God it's not Chelsea. Love her. She's funny. She's great. Not for this match.
Right.
We need someone that can go. And Shayna, best option. Zoe, if you want to give her see how great she's gotten, you can do that. But I think Shayna will give you the best story and the best match out of this.
Legitimize the match. Like, hey, we got everybody in here.
The thing about it is, would have me leaning towards either now Zelina or Zoe is size-wise, like actual stature. And Zelina being small can get tossed around by a lot of people in that chamber and make a lot of their moves sell a lot better. That's something that I can definitely see them do.
So you're saying she's going to be the Rey Mysterio of Death in the Chamber?
Pretty much, she may be.
But if Zelina is that person, then she's also the one. You're going to have people that want to see Zelina go far in this, and like the person to beat her and pin her will get a lot of hate. And if it's not Tiffany, you don't want Naomi or Becky to get booed that much. You know what I mean?
You can take Liv being booed that much, especially with the role that she's playing right now. Liv is teetering on the tweener side. You can take Liv
Yeah,
being booed.
Liv's on that. She's out for revenge, so she don't give a fuck who she takes out. Shit.
Right.
Maybe.
You can take Liv being booed.
I know Zoe, even though Zoe is in that 3, Zoe's not winning because wasn't the last the Saudi show she fought for the title or something like that? Like she had a big role.
Zoe did, yeah, she fought Rhea for the belt recently. Yeah.
Yeah, so she ain't winning. She ain't going to Australia.
And also, you put Shayna in there, you have the idea of like, oh, Shayna and Rhea have a lot of history, yada yada yada. But I get y'all's points on Zelina. It's possible. I'll say she's an option. I just don't think she's the best choice.
Right.
Oh, we didn't say
she's way better. She's way better than Alba Fire, Chelsea Green, or right now Mia Yim. I don't think either one of those 3 should even be near this.
Right. Like we didn't say she was the greatest or anything like that. But if you think about what they like to do, especially in elimination chambers, how they like to fucking have somebody be able to toss around or throw or jump off of something or something like that.
The show.
Right, like she's a little character that can do that.
Yeah,
she's a little character that can do that.
This new one.
You know what I mean? And and with that structure and everything like that, they'll definitely have her tied up in the ropes doing some wild, crazy shit.
I should do a super fucking meteora from the top of the chamber and shit.
Moving on, we also have a sleeper for probably match of the night. We got Chad Gable taking on Ivar.
Ivar should have been in an all-star game last night, y'all.
Bro, he's got them ups.
Because Logan Paul straight through, he's like, oh, I'm about to beat his race. He saw a dude had a 38 with 38 inches. He's like, oh yeah, I can jump that high. No, you can't. You can't jump that far, bro.
Yeah, fuck, he can. Yes, I was getting ready to say, listen, my man Ivar, I'm not sleeping on nothing with Ivar any goddamn more after finding out this man is out here leaping over NBA players. I ain't got nothing to say.
I'm looking at how they have this written up now, and I think maybe this was supposed to originally be Bronson, because at the end of this it says, will Gable's technical prowess be enough to avoid the tsunami and crop Ivar down to size? So maybe this was supposed to be Bronson, or someone just writes the shit doesn't know.
They just don't give a shit.
That's all the possibility.
That's how the difference between the big boys.
How did Bronson not get in this shit with it being in Australia?
I don't know. And then he put a tweet out, and he was like, "My dream was to always wrestle in front of my family in Australia. I'm sorry I let you down." I was like, "Shit, man."
Like, how did that not happen? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought it was gonna happen because Rhea has a match. I'm pretty sure they're gonna give Grayson Waller a segment.
Yeah, he got his segment.
See, right now we have Drew, Randy, Bobby, LA, KO.
That's it.
Like, you could have put him there instead of Logan Paul. You could have put him there instead of Kevin Owens. You could have put him it's a great lineup, but it's like, why would you not have somebody from Australia if they're intense enough in that match? And Bronson Reed definitely could have. He's been feuding on and off with Bobby Lashley a little bit. He lost to Lashley. You could have him and Lashley in that cage just beating the shit out of each other.
Right.
But not only that, Drew's the only Raw superstar in that match.
Yeah, he's winning.
That's correct. Yeah.
Legit,
so
everybody else is from SmackDown.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to work on tiebreakers this week because I'm pretty sure we're all picking the same shit. Yeah, he's right. Randy, Bobby, LA, KO, and Logan are from SmackDown.
Look what Reggie just.
Or there's only 5, 6 high. Well, it's because Ivar knows ball, baby. Ivar's making all those fat white guys look good.
Great.
Listen, WWE is known for making fat white guys look good. Between Bray and Ivar, y'all motherfuckers is on top right now. Y'all motherfuckers is on top. Bray back, JoJo, Ivar over here winning slam dunk competitions. Y'all motherfucking
We winning.
fat
We
white
stay
dudes.
winning.
Fat white dudes with beards is on top.
Finally, white guys are on top of something. It took forever. We finally we made it to the top. It's about damn time. Next up, we have a four-way tag. It's R-Truth and The Miz and DIY face off against the Judgment Day.
I thought it was an 8-man tag match.
Sorry, 8-man. Yeah, 8-man. Four on four. 4 on 4. 8-man. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Which would be cool. We're gonna see more of Truth's shenanigans and shit. Bray getting Judah is one of the greatest. Yeah, that's a big dub. So outside of those matches, there are 2 great matches here tonight, and I'm pretty sure one of them is going to end in a DQ. We have Jey Uso versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Just Beos.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way Gunther's
right
losing.
there,
Ain't no way Gunther's losing, and there's not any chance they're about to just whoop Jay's ass on Raw for free. Like it's gonna be a DQ.
There's no way Gunther's losing before Mania.
No, absolutely not.
And if they do, somebody's smoking crack.
Yeah, they know that. Yeah. Hey, get that man to Mania, have a great Mania loss, and then just kind of put his ass on the path to the world title right there.
No, have him lose the day after Mania. Nah, I want to see that Mania celebration. Have him lose the Raw after Mania.
Okay.
I need to see that Mania celebration. If they have Gunther lose before Mania, your mama's on crack rock.
Final match of the night. Final match of the night. Cody taking on Drew McIntyre. Weird match to have right now.
Neither one of them need to have a loss.
Yeah,
they're opening the show with this match.
Yeah, what the? So like, you can't have Cody lose because he needs to look as strong as possible for Mania.
Right?
You can't have hot. You can't have
how hot Drew is. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Without Drew is. Let's be real. This is the hottest Drew has been in his entire career. Even more so than when he was WWE champion, because we didn't get to see him win that in front of a crowd. He got a big reaction at the Rumble that year when he eliminated Brock and won the thing, but we didn't get to see him with that belt in front of a crowd, so we'll never know how big he was then. For what we know and what we've seen, this is the hottest Drew has ever been with the fans.
Right.
Ever.
And the thing about it is they're trying to make it as him being a heel, but he's being a dick. And if the one thing that fans like is someone just being an asshole,
but also being correct,
right?
Because nothing he has said has been wrong. Everything he is. That's what makes a great heel. I think is like sometimes these guys are just speaking facts, and you just don't want to hear it. But everything Drew has said about everybody has been 100% true, and I've loved it. I know we've all loved it. So none of these guys should be taking a loss. So I was like, one of these matches is going to be a DQ or like a count out or something. But I think it's going to be
both.
Maybe both, but I think it's just going to be the Intercontinental Championship match, which unfortunately means I think Drew loses tonight.
You know what?
That's all right.
Nope. Gunther wins with interference from Imperium and Jimmy.
You think we're still getting Jimmy J at Mania then?
I hope so.
I think Gunther wins with interference between Imperium and Jimmy, and then that way we can have the Drew Cody match go to a no contest or a double or DQ.
Okay.
I just don't
Because
see.
even if Drew loses by DQ, it doesn't hurt his momentum.
Okay.
I just don't see Jimmy and Jay's story. It can't go for another year. Like them, it's starting with them being 1 and 2 at the Royal Rumble. That was enough foreshadowing right there to tell us, oh, this is going to end. This is starting at the Rumble. Well, we know where it really started. It started in the womb, but this is starting at the Rumble, and it's ending at WrestleMania. It's going to end at WrestleMania. I can't go another year of them being on this road. Like, this is not the bloodline. Y'all are just y'all are the undercard of the bloodline battle. So let's go ahead and tie these little loose ends on up, because at this point, I'm ready for the reunion. I'm ready for the reunion. That's what I'm waiting on.
I think you're going to have to wait a little bit longer on that, because we're going to have the bloodline split in the bloodline civil war. And we're going to have both those guys on opposite sides.
We got to have another one just because Dwayne is there. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, if y'all didn't see SmackDown last week, The Rock joined the bloodline, but was saying and like pointing in Roman's direction
for a lot of shit.
You're a loser. He basically he's talking about Cody. You're a loser, you're a crybaby, and you're a bitch. But he pointed to Roman.
I love how he threw up the one.
Yeah, he didn't do this. He did this. And it could be a mistake by Rock.
Yeah.
Bingo. It could be a mistake, or that meant something. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, Cody, remember that family tree thing that they showed during the conference? Somebody zoomed in on The Rock's name, and underneath his name it says High Chief.
Yeah, because he's a legit High Chief, whereas the Tribal Chief thing isn't real, from what we've been reading.
Right.
Another thing I want to say real quick is, apparently, according to Gunther, he I can't remember who this interview's from, and I the next time we're on this, I'll have the name of the place. But he was asked about the original plans for Mania, and it sounds like it was actually going to be him and Brock.
Yep.
We were definitely getting Brock and Gunther, which would have been so good for Gunther. Oh my God.
His feelings were so hurt in that clip I saw.
Man. That sucks. That sucks.
Falling through. So
that would have been like one of the greatest matches of his career.
Bro, that'd have been a great match for Brock's career.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real, Like
that could have been Brock's retirement match right there. Just have Gunther beat him.
They waited 1 year too long on pulling the trigger on him having his dream match.
And it sucks. It sucks, but that's why sometimes you just need to pull the trigger when the time is right and not wait.
Yeah. They could have had that at SummerSlam.
Then we could be like, all right, cool. Now we don't have to worry about Brock ever again, because now they're like erasing him from history. Now they're like removing him from pages on the website. They're trying to not talk about him anymore. It's done. It's never happening. Rightfully so, but damn, it sucks about Gunther.
Right.
That's a shame. That really is a shame.
That's
I don't know if there's anybody that's as big that would have meant as much for him to beat there that's available right now. I don't think there's anybody. So if he faces Jay instead, and then Jay beats him, we get Jimmy later, which Matt says is dragging it out, which it is. It's dragging. You're right. It's dragging it out way too far. But with the way we're doing this with The Rock and Roman, they're just going to keep dragging shit out. That's just what we're doing now. We're just kind of stuck in this little.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think this shit is going to be dragged out all the way until CM Punk is healed. Because we're going to have to get CM Punk versus The Rock now.
I don't even think we're going to get that. No, I like The Rock stuff on SmackDown. That shit was hot.
No, that was great.
I like that they did everything that I said they was going to do. I said it was going to be corporate Rock, because that was definitely not Hollywood Rock. That was just Corporation Rock.
That was Corporation Rock, because he came out with the Versace on.
Mm-hmm.
I said that shit. I said not
Right.
Versace Rock. Even Matt said, "Lord," they done brought him out.
The second he walked out with that, we were all like, "Oh shit!" Just somebody's in
We
trouble.
got right. We got
Somebody's in some trouble.
somebody is about to get their ass handed to them on this microphone real quick.
Because Corporate Rock is the same guy that damn near killed McFoley with those chair shots.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
Corporate Rock's
Corporate Rock.
Corporate Rock's
Rock
scary,
is the
scary
best
man.
Corporate Rock
because
is
his
cool.
story, that is one of the best storylines that they ever put together for one single pay-per-view, the Deadly Games tournament. And they had Rock as a babyface, and they did the double swerve at the end with Mankind getting kicked out of the corporation and The Rock joining the corporation, thus Mankind becoming a babyface and the lovable babyface that we all have come to know and love. And The Rock became the evil asshole. People were saying, "Die, Rocky, die." So I love that Rock. That Rock is awesome. And then Hollywood
that's
Rock
one of the greatest
right
double turns ever in wrestling of all time.
Like I watched that on tape so many freaking times.
You know what that promo with The Rock reminded me of on Friday? It reminded me almost of Nation of Domination Rock too. When he started taking over, because remember, Ron Simmons, Farouk was the leader of Nation Domination.
Was the OG leader. Yeah.
He was the leader, the same way
Rock,
Roman is.
They do the thing, and The Rock would start stepping up a little bit further ahead of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'd put all the fists up, and The Rock would get in front, sometimes in front of Ron Simmons, and do it. And on SmackDown, he might have been lined up with Roman, but like Matt pointed out, it wasn't this. It was this.
Right.
And
he threw up the loser. That's what he threw up. The elf would let who the her.
I saw people complaining about the thing like, oh, it was just the same old Rock thing. If you were not listening to what he was saying and the way he was directing his insults, and like, yeah, it was exactly what the Rock kind of heel promo you expect. But if you watch him and you see the camera cuts, you see Heyman getting a little nervous when Rock's finger starts pointing at Roman. Like, oh, what? Even Roman kind of gets a little like,
fuck you pointing at me for?
But then he's like, we're talking about Cody and the Cody Crybabies, and they like get over it. But that's planting seeds, which is great. I just don't want this to take too fucking long. Let's just this
doesn't need to be a whole year story.
No, you can do this at SummerSlam.
Right.
Yeah. By SummerSlam, you can be done with this. The only way that you can make this last longer than SummerSlam is you definitely have to bring in every piece of the Samoan family.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. You're gonna have to.
Which would be dope. It would be sick. But if you can't do it, then just wrap this shit up.
All right. Just
get that big ass sign.
At
wrap
this
it up.
point, we're in February. Yeah, because we're in February, and what last year is when we had that super early SummerSlam, because it was like July, because usually SummerSlam is in August. Man, get this. 6 more months, literally. Like this story has to be, or at least the world title has to be taken out of this story at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
In order for this story to continue, for us to not get tired of it, that title has to be taken out of the story.
Yeah, it's time.
It really does.
It's time to change.
Tolerate the story as long as that belt isn't being held, like being stuck in it now.
Yeah, I've already said my piece on like last year's story. I would have loved if it just didn't have Roman with that belt. So I saw that, Reggie. I saw it was and Ricky even made a joke about it. He put something up on Twitter about like something. Some people got to find inspiration somewhere, and he was like playing along with it. But there are people that were saying that, oh, he sounds like Ricky Stark. Like,
no, you mean Ricky Stark sounds
other
like
way
him?
around. Other way around.
Yeah, please, folks.
Other way around.
AEW didn't create wrestling,
Ricky Stark
folks.
sound like The Rock.
AEW did not, as much as y'all want to believe it, AEW did not create wrestling.
Listen, we all
Okay?
know that Ricky is Rocky's little illegitimate son.
Pretty much.
I think that'll wrap us up for today.
Right.
We'll be back tomorrow with next on deck. We got a big title match tomorrow with Obafemi. And Kenny's gonna get real upset the second that entrance starts.
Ooh.
You racist sons of bitches, you motherfuckers. Oh my god. Don't NXT stop ruining a good character.
One more time. Just
oh my look at this fucking Wakanda. Oh my god. NXT fans, stop ruining a perfectly good character. Because there are people like myself who are taking offense to what you are doing because it's not in good nature. It's honestly very racist. So please stop.
At first, like, you were one of the few people I saw that were upset about it. And over the past few weeks, more and more people have been like, something about this.
It's fucking racist.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't pay attention to it, it slips your mind. Like you said, when it's coming out with the music, you're not really paying attention to it because it's rocking kind of with the music. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And, you're kind of rocking with the music, but then you think about it, you're like, wait a minute, why are they making that noise? And then all of a sudden he starts talking, and they're doing it again. And then you look at the crowd and you see a bunch of fucking people sitting there doing this, and it's like, all right, stop.
We'll save that for tomorrow and possibly Wednesday. Folks, you can follow us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. You can also follow us at our link tree, also at /undertheringpod, where you will find me at Greg Bush SK. I'm doing the Raw live coverage for Sportskeeda tonight. The link will be there. Click it. Give me some money. We've also got Kenny at RockRiffs44. Get on there if you want to see him get pissed off about stuff. That's
right.
his. That's what he does.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I get mad. That's what I do.
I get mad. It takes pictures.
Yep. It takes great pictures though. Let's be real. Kenny's a hell of a photographer. I'll say that every. You're a really great photographer. You make some great pictures. We also got Mike, the teacher man, at Mr. Freshbeard. My forever rival, the right answer, Trick Matty, the current champion, whatever. Tito at Boreal Maliente.
Hey,
whatever.
Boo.
And, no, seriously, our current predictions champion, Tito at Boreal Maliente. We've also got, last but not least, our good friend, the local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We love y'all. Have a great Monday night. End of the bullshit happen. Please, God. Just please. Please, wrestling gods. Nothing else.
Scotty D.
Frank Thomas.
Scotty D.
Night, y'all.